Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, Anne.
Hello.
Yay, we made it.
Do we say sorry for being late because Anne's rubbish.
We were plate spinning, weren't we, Anne? And you couldn't track your stand down, but we can see you. We can see your beautiful legs.
Yeah, we have a I see it last time. I say it again. I need to get all the gear. I need to get all the gear so I can do this properly. But hopefully it'll be to show everyone tonight. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, I can see Steph's with us. Hi, everyone. So we're live on Twilight Crop and Craft Facebook group and our YouTube channel. And tonight we're joined by the lovely Anne from Alchemy Hearts. I've got your beautiful new collection here, Anne. So you're going to maybe talk us through it a little bit, and I can show the papers as we go.
Show and tell, yes, absolutely. So those of you that were on the live the last time I was here, we were talking about this, and I think we had some beautiful contributions for some of the that we could include in here. So there's 2 packs for the Christmas collection. They're both A4. We haven't done an A5 collection this time because what we've done is incorporated some A5 designs into the A4 collection, and all will be explained very soon. So we've got the pattern paper collection, which is the one on the right-hand side that Faye's going to show us now. So this is double-sided papers, and you'll see as we go through these that I bring some A5 elements in. The collection on the left-hand side is an index card collection, and I will show you where I've got to with my project. For the whole purpose of designing that pack was with a very personal project in mind that I will share with others. In hindsight, probably should have shared it before the 10th, 11th of December, but there we go. People will understand it when I come to show that. So let's go through the pattern papers first then. So as with all of the art collections, we've got the index sheet at the front, and that's got a lovely set of cut apart titles on the back side, but it is still the back side.
I've done this, I've fussy cut mine, Anne, so I've got my title ready for tonight. So that is all dressed up.
Yeah, so we've got lots and lots of options there. We are trying to work with a manufacturer in the new year who will, when we design a paper like this, will be able to do, like, if not a die cut, but a kiss cut at least, that makes it easier for cutting out. And then here you see a perfect example, if you can turn one of them, how we've incorporated. So same pages, turn one over and leave the other one. So same papers, but you can
two pieces of each.
Yeah, so you've got 2 pieces of each paper, but there you've got 4 A5 designs. So you've got the nice candy cane stripe on the left-hand side and a candy cane detail. I don't know if you could lift that up to the camera a little bit, Faye, so people can see the pattern on there. So it's loads of little mini candy canes on a sort of whisper grey background, just to make it a little bit different from being just on the white. But you can cut those in half, and then you've got 2 different pattern papers there. So that's how we've incorporated like A4 and A5 into this collection. I've done that for 2 reasons. One is because you don't need loads and loads of Christmas papers. If you're anything like me, you love a Christmas paper, and then we take either more or less pictures at this time of year. I find I take less. So you end up with too much Christmas paper, of Christmas pattern papers. So we try to make them smaller, but also keeping the pattern small means you can use them in December daily or your December journals if you're doing those, or your calendar pages. And then the reverse of that has got what we call the eye chart on the top of that. But those are all Christmas sentiments, and we brought some of those English ones in there. So you're all good.
That's Debbie. Debbie's struggling with a bad cough.
Oh, bless her. So we've got C for Crimbo, and there'll be an L with Limbo, which is the O Crimbo Limbo being the collection here. But there's Brussels, I think, is on there, or Sprouts might be on there.
We've got turkey, jammies, because everybody's got to have Christmas jammies.
Yeah, so we've got lots of choices of some lovely phrases on there, and I'm going to show you. So you see mine, I cut all of mine up, like that whole paper, and put them in a little baggie. So then when I'm looking for a little element, I can just go in and go, oh, look, I've got a little, my camera's round the wrong way, isn't it? It might be the right way. But yeah, so I cut them all out. So all of those little elements and put them into a baggie so I can then just go and reach for them when I'm doing a layout and I've got them all in there. And I've done that with some of the others. So before we go back over to, the one you're doing now, if you turn that over.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so I cut all of those out. And if you look on the Alchemy Hearts Instagram, I showed a picture of this. That entire A4 page, if you just cut all of those sentiments out, it's like having your own ephemera pack of words and sentiments. It probably cost you £6, £7 to go and get Vicky Booton or 49 Market one of those, whereas it's one chip. And they're all, you can cut them out on your trimmer, literally cut all of the strips, and then you've only just got to snip them into the individual parts. So it's fussy cutting without really being fussy cutting. I cut mine out with a little bit of a white border around them, so I thought that was quite nice. But then you've got the choice of snipping the white border off when you use them or keeping it on if you like. And that the reverse of those has got a lovely dark forest green background with a simple repeating ball pattern on it. So it makes a nice background paper there. But also, if you wanted to, you could cut out little teeny tiny baubles and hang them on a tree. If anyone really in. But again, with those sentiments in there, we've got bar humbug, we've got Christmas market, Christmas cake, Christmas Eve, we've got angel trimmings, Boxing Day, Christmas midnight mass, food banks on there, so light switch on. So again, try to think of a few more things, carols that you wouldn't see necessarily in an American Christmas collection. Sparkling, again, I think there's a crimbo limbo, but also there are some adjectives in there. So walking, remembering, enjoying, eating. So you can use them in with your December journaling, and you can journal and incorporate some of the sentiments into it, where you write a little bit, then put a word and write a little bit more. All the different colours in there as well. So all the colours for the whole collection in there, so a real mixture. I think there's even one that says mulled cider, not just mulled wine. So that's really good. Loads and loads of cutter parts in this collection. I love it. So I hope if people don't like fussy cutting, this might not be a collection for you. But
gorgeous. And you said you were doing the tickets in this colourway. It's beautiful.
So we've done the tickets. So the tickets are a full A4 page, but they are the A5 size, so that you get more tickets. Because if we did just the A4 on this, you'd only end up with maybe 8 or 9 tickets. We're doing the full A4 page on these. You got all of the different ticket colours in there, and then you can use those for layering up. And on the back, we've got some labels and some folded. You can either cut them in half or you can fold them. If you're going to fold them, just score them slightly, because as always with Alchemy Hearts, really thick quality card. So sometimes if you don't score them before you fold, they might crack. So that's the tip on those. And then lots of little labels there. And the long labels are the same width that you can layer the sentiments that we've just spoken about, those words on that other page. They will fit inside.
Aha.
So you can layer those over the top and have a bit of layering on there as well. So that's
really carefully thought through, and I love it. And then we go on to
the tabs you can use to turn pages over if you're doing a December journal, etc. You can add them on, do numbers. 2 background papers here. The word one there, I will show you a layout in a moment that I've done that uses a great big, I'll show you it now, that uses a big semicircle of that. I'm going to lift my camera up.
Beautiful.
You can see that. So that uses most of the, get my camera going the right way. There you go. So you've got this big semicircle. I can't get my camera. There it is. Stay there. Stay still, Anne. Yeah, big semicircle. And you can see it almost touches the top and the bottom of the place of the page there. Makes a really good background. I love a script, a text paper as well. So I've used those on that layout.
I love it. It's fabulous.
Yeah. And then the stripes, I'm going to come back onto the stripes. Now, what I did with my stripes, I'm going to put the camera back down so I make it feel seasick. But I ran all my stripes through a die. So I ran the whole paper through either a border punch, notebook punch, or an edge die. And so I cut all of that entire stripy page into these strips, because I've then used them on my December journal, which I'll show you in a moment. But also they might quite make good accents for sticking on your layouts as well. So that's what I did with my stripy paper. You don't have to do that, but you could see from this bag, I've used most of them. So I did the whole paper. So it's a good idea.
Two of
those. So you can cut the semicircle out, and you've still got some of the strips you could run through the die and have little pieces. That star paper, you can then see that's the feature of the rest of this page, pretty much. So I've cut all the stars out, layered all the stars, and you've got 2 of that star paper as well. So you've got the script on one side. That is the one with the script on the back, isn't it?
So that one's the one with the script on the back.
Right, yeah. So what's on the back of the stars?
There, and then you've gone on to this, and then on the back of the stars is this beautiful pink.
Oh, it's the other stars, the little stars, yeah. So yeah, you cut out the stars, and that star one makes a really good background page as well. And I don't know if I've posted it on Instagram yet, but I'm not sure if Michelle's on the call. My friend Michelle has done a beautiful layout where she's used that entire A4 star paper, and she's stitched around every star in a gold thread.
Michelle is with us on YouTube, so on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Michelle's with us, fab. And you're welcome to post any inspiration on our Crop and Craft group as well, and tag your Instagram page so that people can find you.
Yeah, so that she's done one where she's sewed all those stars. So I'm quite glad I've got 2 pieces of that, because I might copy her one with the others. But I cut mine up and just layered them all around. There's a couple of other elements in which we'll come on to. So if I come in a little bit closer there.
I love those. And then we go on to these 2 lovely pieces.
Oh, I love this. So again, got a lovely blanket, sort of comfy, cozy.
I
know.
Cheese coma.
Sorry, turkey farts didn't make the cut, but cheese coma did. But cheese coma did. But yeah, we've got advent calendar.
It didn't make the
Crimbo
cut.
Limbo, decorated tree, comfort and joy. Now you can use these as an entire block piece if you want. Just cut out the rectangle, or you can do what I've done on this one here. You see the Crimbo Limbo? So just cutting around it. Yeah, so you keep all the bit in the middle there, but I've cut around that and use that as the title on this one.
Love it. And the reverse.
So that's there. So yeah, lots and lots of
almost like 3D tartan.
Yeah, I thought it was like like the comfy blankets that you have when it's all Christmas and cozy, and I just really, really love that page. But again, you can cut that into strips and layer it with other elements. This, however, has got to be my favourite page.
This is my favourite. So just do a quick review before you show people what you've done with it. Let's look at these 2. That is so
you've got big parcels for your advent. You can use those, cut them out. If you don't use these in your scrapbooking, use them for an advent calendar next year. Get plain white paper bags or brown bags, and you could just staple these and use them to number a calendar next year if you want to. I will show you the layout that I've done with these, which I think has been shared. I've certainly shared a sneak peek of it online, but I'll show you the one I made with this. So I used all of them.
Like lift the flap. Yes.
Yeah. So I mounted all of these onto a piece of card, a white card, with a little extra flap. So if I come down there, you can see. And then I've made every one of these interactive. And my daughter's made me an advent calendar this year. If anyone's following me on TikTok, you can go and see the ridiculousness that is me opening all these presents. But I'm going to do little pictures to put behind all of these, behind each of those doors. And a couple of the stars that I'd cut out from the paper, when we're going, here you go. A couple of the stars from where I'd cut all the stars out on the other paper, I used the edge of those. The advent is cut out of the front page, the first page that we showed you. Holly, you're showing the reverse of this paper there. I can see, Faye, on your screen. So all of the parcels are there. But no, the numbers, sorry, just to say the numbers go up to 31. Yeah, they go up to 31. On this layout, I've only used up to 24 because I've done it as an advent page. But I'll use the other numbers as well. Or you've got on the other side of that paper at the bottom, you can turn it over and you've got all the cut parts on the bottom. but I've used the holly leaves. I come down here, you can see the holly leaves that have been used on there. And if you can you see on a phase page there, people, there's a little gingerbread men.
Yeah.
You see the row of the hats that's above the holly?
Yeah.
They fit on the gingerbread men.
I've just done that, Anne, on mine.
Oh,
Have you just done it? Yeah.
Debbie's just done it. So they're scaled. You see, you thought about everything, scaled perfectly. So, and I love the way your word strips are scaled to fit the tabs as well. You've just really thought about how it's all going to come together on a page.
Yeah, so all the words that we spoke about, they fit on the stripes as well. So on the stripes page, border strips, they fit on there as well. When we come to the second collection with the index card, the size of the element of these worked. So yeah, those fit on the stripes, on the stripe side. So you can do
on there.
Yeah.
You can mount them and have the perfect.
You can mount them and have, yes, you can cut them out and have just plain. You can cut them out with a white border, or you can cut them out plain and then mount them. So you could have the light green word on a dark green. You can have the red on the darker burgundy, or what you do. I don't want
This is why crafters design the best collections, because you think about all these practical things and how it's going to be used.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing as well. So I mean, I love Christmas. I know how I would want to use. This is a purely selfish collection. I'm not going to lie. I've designed it exactly what I want to use, but I'm hoping that we will have enough variation of layouts that we've shown that people will go, oh yeah, that's really easy. I could scrap lift that. Or what I like even better is if somebody takes what we've designed and does something that I wouldn't even have thought of with it. And I love that. Really do. You're coming on to the beauty.
Michelle's just commented she's popped the layout on the group. Thank you, Michelle. So people who are in Twilight Crop and Craft, they can see the beautiful stitched stars. That'd be fab. Thank you, Michelle.
I will take tomorrow. I've finally got a working from home day, so I'll be able to take some pictures of these in the daylight. I've been going out the house in the dark and coming home in the dark, and it's really hard to get good pictures. So I'm going to get these taken photographs of tomorrow. So I'll be able to put some. So the next one we've got is tags. You know I love a tag. Now we try to give you some different tags here, and that's what I'm going to be working with tonight. So I've got tall, skinny tags, and then we got little chunky tags. Well, regular size tags. So yeah,
I'm
again
with this one, Anne, because I've been fussy cutting all these circles. So this is the reverse of the tags, isn't it? So you get two sheets, and this is the B side. Love it. So tags on one side, circles on the other.
We took feedback on the circles. We had a couple of circle elements in our first collection, and people said, did you make these so that they were punch sizes? And we went, yeah, no, we missed that, didn't we? This one is. So there are 1 inch circles, there are 3/4 inch circles, there are 1.5 inch circles. So I've actually started another one of my layouts that I'm going to do. I've started playing with the circles as well. So I have a whole bag of like cut apart little circles where I've layered some elements on.
Love that.
Title on the magical one that you see there. So yeah, I've been playing with those as well. So I have a whole bag of, I'm going to do something with the circle layout.
And then Anne, we've got the index cards. Tell us the concept behind the index cards.
I try and do the December Daily, and every year for many years, December Daily, Journal Your Christmas, whichever you think. There's various names for it, or just a December journal. And I never keep up. I'm awful. I always go in with the best intentions. I'll prep it in advance, and then I just never keep up with it. Until a number of years ago, where I decided that I would do it on index cards, because index cards are just a shy bit smaller than 6x4. And I found the thing that was stopping me from doing my December journal is that I was wanting to have different size photographs, etc. So each page on here, on the A4 page, has got 4 index tabs that when you cut them out and you put 4 of them together, I've got some in front of me. I'm going to show you.
Here's one I made earlier.
One I made earlier. So these are all different colours. Let's get those bits out of the way so you've got a plain background. There we go. Yeah, so you've got, they flick through, but you've got the tabs at the top.
Yeah.
They're all different. So,
memory decks sort of
like you can then put them in a booklet and go through and see all the different ones. So I've done them in all the ways. They're backed with a coordinating pattern paper, and again I've kept them A5 to give them most variety. So there was a question, are you going to do the last collection? People love the dotty and the plain backgrounds. So you've got all the colorways of the collection here. So you've got yellow cards, pink cards, light green, dark green, red, grey, in all the colours. And then you've got coordinating on the back. Some of them are solids and some of them are dotty. So you can complement this with the other papers and put them in together. Now, I'm just going to share a page that I made again, and I think I've already shared this one here. So this page that I've got here, can you see the photo mount? It's got that tab.
Yes.
So I've used one of these. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
So
you can use one of that. So
you can use it
directly on a scrapbook page.
You can use it, and if you don't want to do it, cut the tab off. Where's my plum too far? Cut the tab off, and it's just a pattern paper. You can still use it then as a photo mount. You can cover up the December, which is what I've done. So, I mean, that's not that one. It's one, but it's one of that pack. You can see the size there. I'll get the camera in the right place.
Great.
Yeah. So you can still use it. Here's one of the little gingerbread man
with the hats.
With his matching little hat. Yeah. So wanted the show on this one as well. Again, there's that title again cut out, the comfort and joy. Fussy cut out. There's one of those little diddy eye chart things in there.
Tucked behind the stocking. It's all about the layering.
At the top there, I've cut out the baubles and then I've hung them on some gold thread off the top of the page. But again, little cluster in there, fussy cut the bow. There's a couple of those sentiments layered there. That's one of the tab pieces that I cut off. There's one of the labels. So again, all layering up. And again, that layout, this is A5 paper that's on that red there. So it's on that side.
Yeah.
And that side, but that's only an A.
Paper goes such a long way. And I know, so I've got your other collections down, which we still have a tiny bit of stock on the website. Not much, because some of it's sold out. So we've got your Out and About, which is your first collection. And then this is, I love this colorway, Got It Good. So we've got just a couple of those on the website as well. And then, this is collection number 3, Anne. Love it. And more to come.
Yep, collection number 4 is 99% designed and will go to print this week. And that will hopefully be released this month. You'll see it might be early January instead. And there's another collection in the works as well. So the plan is we've got lots of plans for next year, lots of exciting things on the agenda. But the Christmas collection, I'll just say in terms of even wholesale, we've nearly sold out. So it's only the retailers. I think we've maybe got half a dozen left at wholesale, not that many at all. So this is really popular. Lots of people getting
when it's gone, it's gone.
When it's gone, it's gone, I'm afraid. Yeah.
And you mentioned exciting plans for 2026. You're actually going to take Alchemy Hearts on the road, I understand.
I'm taking Alchemy Hearts on the road, so we're going to come and visit a few crops and our stuff with yourselves.
We're so excited about that.
Yeah, so we're going to be coming up to the Bristol crop with the Twilight ladies in February. And we're going to do it as an optional class, but hopefully we'll get lots and lots of people joining in with us. But yeah, we're gonna have your usual crop.
Yeah. So
and then, yeah, go on.
What we'd encourage people to do. So we have our crop dates on the website. You can book in and pay on the day. It just helps us to manage numbers. So Anne will be there. There will be a class, so more details will follow about the class. But if you want to make sure you reserve space, hop on to the Crop and Craft website, Twilight Crafts website, and just reserve a place.
Yeah. So it'll be myself and Amy. You get the full Alchemy Hearts duo.
Love that.
with you then, and we will release information on booking the class in plenty of time. So don't worry about that, and we'll have plenty of stock. So nobody will miss out on a kit if they do want a kit. And if people change their mind and go, I didn't book a kit, and then they see it and go, ooh, I want one, that's also going to be okay. So
that'd be brilliant.
we'll have some on the day as well. So yeah, so we'll be coming up with that as well in the new year. So you guys,
going on.
so much going on. I was just going to share my December. So I've done a front card that starts off pretty blank, like one of those. And then I've just put a strip of one of the pattern papers on there, a little bit of a star, and I'll put a little Bramble Fox perspective on there. And then you see I started with my advent calendar here. I'm gonna pop that card on there and lift my phone up so it might make it a bit easier to see. There we go. Yeah, so that's the front of my first card of my December journal. And then on the back, just said another season of capturing the Advent story. And then,
and do you put them in book rings? How do you hold them all together? Do they go in a little wrap?
I'll put them in a little acrylic box, which I'll show you how I'm storing them. I got the acrylic box on Amazon, but I think you can get them in, like normal stationery, Ryman's, I think, with them and places like that. It's basically an index box, a box that you would hold index cards in. But but because it's clear, you get to see all the pretty colours that you've been scrapbooking through that. So I've used these tickets. Now, these are different numbers. They were on the reverse of the index sheet for the index tab pack of papers. So on the pattern papers we had all those titles to cut out, but these are on the reverse of the index sheet, so you've got all these lovely ticket numbers. Let's see if I've got one of those handy.
And I love how you've layered them all up with probably a bit foam pads, so it looks beautifully layered.
So there you go, that's the paper that's the background of the index sheet there. So it's got all these lovely numbered tickets, go up to 31, and then give you a few blank ones, and we've got some lovely scallop pieces at the bottom that you can use as well. But yeah, I love the tone on tone. I think you guys have seen me do tone on tone before. So I've got one of the tickets, one of the sentiment, or two of the tickets, one of the labels there, and kept that for December 1st. And then I'm going to put a picture here, and then December 2nd, there's that showing you the border strips that I've done. So it just gives you a little break. So this is the back that's already on the back of the card because they've got the coordinating colour on the back. So then I've just added a little strip of the pattern paper, broke it up with a border punch. Yeah. And then just added. So really, really simple. There's just 3 things added to that. It's nothing super complex. And then I've made a matching page.
So this is your December daily. So then do you print all your, you make this up, but you print your photographs after the event? They're already
so
done.
I've kept a little, I've made more than half the cards, which I'll just flick through. So, but you can see I've started doing my journaling, but I've got my crop this Saturday. So I'm going to put all my pictures in this Saturday, and that'll bring me up to date. But I've got gaps for some of them. So some of them, it's just the card with a, oh, where's my thing? A card with a piece of paper on it ready. Some of them I've decorated.
Number.
Yeah, just put the little number on there. Some of them I've already done my journaling. You can see I've just stuck the little hat on the top of the D for December as well.
Cute.
Tiny little, just little clusters. Again, you see a little border strip there. So the back of this card, because it's the back of the navy card, has got the grey and navy dot. But then just bring a couple of coordinating pieces in. So yeah, I've prepared all of my, that's the other side of the 5th. Pretty light.
Very organised.
I've bought a couple of interactive bits because I knew there was going to be certain things I'd be doing this month. So you can also make little interactive bits to go on, and they don't have to be completely flat. This made me laugh. Oh, I started decorating these in advance, and I was like, right, guess I'm watching a Christmas movie on the 7th because that's what I put on there. I didn't watch a Christmas movie. Yeah, this is what's on there. Oh, I just decorated it because it was pretty. But But again, just little clusters of the elements. And like I say, I've designed this because I know that I like, there's a piece of that scallop that was on the bottom there on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be eating chocolate orange on this day. I mean, to be fair, I could have put that on any day and it would be true.
Any day.
It's December, isn't it? So yeah, so I've just decorated those. I think you get the idea. Just some days I want to put more than one photograph on. So I've just put a couple of, done little dots on the white to make it look like they hang down on the thread. Little bit of text in there. I quite like the border punch here on the white. It kind of looked like snow. I don't know why, because I put white at the bottom. But I quite like that effect to it. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I've got all the way up to, what did I get up to? The 16th.
And that does look achievable. That does look like it's something you could do. It's not loads and loads of work, is it?
No, it's chunky though. Look, that's 16 days.
Oh, it's going to be lovely though, Anne, and just feels so much more manageable than trying to. Debbie and I had a joke going on for 15 years now. We started Journal Your Christmas back in 2010, and literally 2 or 3 years ago, it still wasn't finished. So Journal Your Christmas comes around every year. We're like, I
mean, I don't manage it like say. So what's the date today? 10th, 11th? I'm not quite sure. 11th, Christmas jumper day. So it's the 11th today. So I haven't stuck a single photograph in, but I've journaled. So all I've got to do is now print my pictures off, and I can decorate a little bit if I want to. And then I've got a bunch of black ones of these to finish from the 17th onwards. But you don't have to do every day either. You could just do December memories, not put the numbers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. December memories, and then you're not committing to every day. But I quite like that you've got ahead, and the fact that you're doing the journaling, then all you've got to do is print the photographs.
And sometimes you do a couple of things on one day and then nothing on another day, don't you? So it's
went to work today. So while you ladies are making, I'll share another layout that I've made, and this is on Alchemy's Instagram, but I'll post this in the group later as well.
That's beautiful.
So this again is me. I picked just a couple of colours out of here because this is your Alchemy Hearts duo up here. So one of us was wearing burgundy, one wearing burgundy, one wearing. We were very glam. That was last Christmas. So I went with the burgundy and the green elements and layered those here, so you can see how I've combined the green tag, but then there's a burgundy tag there as well. Got the tall tree that's on. I'm rubbish at putting the camera here. The tall tree that's on the background, but the small tree is on the elements. Couple from the eye test chart. Add a little bit of gold in here, so I've got some gold thickers that just bring a bit of bling in. They're not alchemy ones, obviously.
Got to have a bit of bling.
Again, more clustering up here, more layering of the green tags, the dark green, the light green tags. And just to bring it back there, you see there's a bit of stitching. Really simple. I just drew around a star template and I've only stitched like the points. So it's
giant stitch. That's my kind of sewing on a layout, and that's my kind of stitching.
Exactly.
Whereas
so yeah, if I just
Michelle had posted that's going to be much more detailed stitching. I haven't had a chance to look yet, but it's Michelle's
done a lot more.
I admire it.
Yeah. So that's another one. So you can see all the colours in the collection, but this keeps it nice and soft, and just bringing in one or two collections, and none of my Larry red on this one, but it gives a complete different feel to the layout as well.
And I think what you show us is how it all layers up, because you've got quite an art to that of cutting out all the little elements and then cluster it. And like you say, an ephemera pack would cost you, well, nowadays £6-7 for a little pack of ephemera. And then you get in one pack, you've got all the papers. I mean, the last pack we had, layout after layout from that.
Yeah, all of these that I've shown you that I've done tonight have been out of one of each of the packs. So one index pack and one pattern pack. I've restricted myself to them so that I don't create pages that then people go, oh, I needed 4 packs to do that, because she kept using the trees, for example. Yeah. I have limited myself to one of each pack to design the layouts that I've shared with you tonight. So you can see those.
Can show how far a pack actually goes.
So, and I must admit, I did, like, for the one side of the papers lends themselves to being cut apart, and the other side is either a pattern paper or another cut apart. So I started by going, I'm cutting all of my tickets out. I'm cutting all of my words out. I'm cutting all of the optical bits out. And I've got baggie after baggie of all these,
and that makes
little elements.
Further, because then you're not chopping something and thinking, oh, I wish I would have cut that bit out. You do all the cutting first, and then you know which bits you've got left over for strips of paper or I think it's
also really good for all the lovely challenges that you've been posting from your cybercrop this week as well. If you've got stuff all fussy cut out, you can look at a challenge and go, oh, 90% of the way there. I only need to go and print my photo and get a couple of bits, because you can go, I've got these bits, I can just scrap lift.
Yeah. And
Debbie, have you drawn your tree, or is that one of your die cuts?
Oh,
It's
this
stencil, Anne.
This is
It's
Debbie's
stencil.
stencil. Yes.
Talk about that. Tell me to shut up talking, and ladies, talk to me about your trees.
Yes.
Well, I've
She's
it's
very
out of
clever.
stock at the moment. I have cut a couple more, but Faye stenciled hers and then inked it and cut it out, and I just stenciled mine straight on the paper.
It's beautiful.
So Faye, how have you done yours? So you've inked the background and then stenciled on top of it.
So I stenciled on a piece of white, then I fussy cut it out, and then I use my little blending brush, one of these little blending brushes, to just blend. So mine has got a more of a dense feel because I fussy cut here and it's stuck on the paper.
Oh yeah, I can see all the edges there.
Yeah, got all the little
Zoom in
edges.
a bit, Faye. Show us the detail there, because I don't think that's coming across. Can you bring it up?
I think it needs also, let me just scuff the edges up, because I love all of this on your circles. I have cut out, and can you see I have used, these are my favorite, we've got these on the website, the little Nouveau glitter pens. And it's got a shimmer on there, and I've
oh, look at that,
bit of shimmer, a bit of Christmas shimmer.
Them on all the elements as well. I don't know if you can see on all the little stockings.
We love it. We go in with all these. These are Wink Stella pens, but we've got the Nouveau version, and they are. Yeah.
So it's just a glittery pen that you go on top of any die cut or element that you've got.
Yeah. So
and it makes it shiny.
Can you see your little the
little gold bauble top?
Look, I put my gold. This is gold glitter, and I just very gently. It's like a water brush pen, and I just do that.
So clever.
Oh, I think you need to put a link in there for ladies for those. Those are fab.
It's got to be on the Christmas list, hasn't it? That one. So all your, and also it doesn't change the color tone. So that is still a deep dark blue, and it's just got your bit of glitter on there.
That's lovely.
You've got to have a bit of shimmer. And then I just took my, so I did a bit of color swatching. You know, at Twilight, we like color swatching.
You love it, don't you?
I love a bit of a color swatch. So I thought your greens in this collection is definitely Evergreen Bough.
Yeah, very Christmassy. It's almost like we planned that.
Your reds, yeah, you have planned this it's festive.
This one's better, isn't it? Was it easier this time?
Well, I hope I've got this right. This is quite close. I thought your orangey colour was the perfect Rusty Hinge. Here's Rusty Hinge.
I think somebody else said I think the spice marmalade. Yes, if you wanted a slight contrast as well.
A bit more orangey, and then your Rusty Hinge is a close match, and then your navy, I had Uncharted Mariner, but also Chipped Sapphire.
Chipped Sapphire, Chipped Sapphire. No, we've worked that one out. It goes nice.
A good old, I think, a bit of a kitsch flamingo. The worn lipstick was a bit too pinky, saltwater taffy a bit too peachy, but your kitsch flamingo.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that for a colour match. So I enjoyed
really good
with collections.
I mean, I know with this one we sort of had a rough idea on the kind of colours we wanted, and then Amy was looking at the colours and trying to get them as close as we could, because I know a lot of people do like the ink. I'm loving the inking behind those blobby bits, the circles. That looks really nice. And back to that tree, the fringed edges, where you've cut the edges, the little detail, that's lovely.
Yeah, scuffed the edges, put that on foam pads, but I had to then draw around each circle with a pencil, take them off, and then sit in ink and let that dry. So
is that where you had your companion last night helping you out with that?
Yes. So my little boy sat with me. What are you doing, Mummy? Oh, I'm doing this. Can I do that? Oh no, this is Mummy's special layout. So I had to give him a piece, and he didn't want A4 paper. Of course, he wanted a piece of 12 by 12 paper. I said, this paper's very expensive. It's not your cheap paper. This is Mummy's special. And he sat and he got all his inks under close supervision, and he did his little circles, but not on my layout. He did it on his. I spent a long time doing this.
So Debbie, the stencil for yours, you've just gone the stencil straight onto the background, and I'm loving the 3 parcels that look like the bottom of the tree.
So
yeah,
cute.
That's what I was thinking. And I've also made, but I didn't have time, I have made this, which is just a acetate.
Look at that.
Stitch
And
file.
you can kind of stitch on top, but I just decided I ran out of time. But if I do another one, I have done another one where I stitched in chain stitch all over the tree, but I just ran out of time.
Lovely. There's lots of chat as well, Anne. Let me catch up on the chat.
I've just posted the link for one of our Nouveau glitter pens, so you should see that on
I like those. Those are very good. I'd want to go back now with all of mine, because I did like to say, I love this gold that I added.
Yeah,
see,
I love it. And I just put some baubles here, Anne, but I'm going to have to get some gold thread because you had some baubles on your gold thread.
This gold thread.
I'm going to need to do
I
that.
can't remember. I don't know. I think I might have even got that in Aldi. You know, in the middle aisle.
Yes, that's a good find.
I think that might have been an Aldi middle aisle, my gold thread.
Oh, I love it.
I do
So,
love that
Anne,
stencil that you're both doing. And that one stencil, how different both of your pages are from using that
Look.
same stencil. Really
Yeah.
clever.
And Deb, you've designed a couple of different types of trees, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah, I can't. There's a lot of little tree stencils that we've got that you can do for layering. I can't remember. It's terrible, isn't it? But I have made about 150 now. So you kind of forget, don't you, what you've made?
Yeah. We've got
So
some good things on the chat, Anne. So a great suggestion from Tina, and Rachel also says the same, that those tabs would be great as a months of the year pack. Hint, hint.
It's almost like you have
It's almost like
foreseen
subliminal
the
messages.
next collection. The one
Because
that's
I know you love
99%
your
done.
monthlies. Oh.
I mean, yeah, I'm very happy to announce that is the next collection. So the next collection is an entire year collection. So in a normal pack, you get 8 double-sided papers. So you get 16 papers in a pack, and then you get the index sheet as well. So this time we've done them as single-sided rather than double-sided, but 12 of the papers, there's 1 paper for each month of the year. Yes. So it will have the month on it and elements on it, and it has lots of squares to use for the calendar project.
Brilliant.
So it has squares and it has seasonal phrases and elements and tabs and bits and pieces. So there'll be 12. So there'll be a different same sort of format for each of those papers, but January through to December. And then the remaining 4 papers are split into thirds with elements to coordinate with each of the months. So there is the first 3 months of the year on one page, then the next 3 months, then the next 3 months, and the next 3 months. So that whole pack comes in there.
You made Tina very happy. She says, "Good girl, Anne. I love it."
Love that. And we're also going to have an A4 calendar booklet that goes with it. So you can have it as an entire project pack in your, as always, beautiful wallet. So it will have an A4 calendar pack, booklet, and then all the papers you need to do an entire year-long project. And you don't have to do every day of the week, but it's a variation on the calendar pages that people have seen me do before.
Love it, Anne. Love it. And Janina said she used one of your Max at a retreat in October, and it was great value for money, made some lovely layouts. I think that is it. You just get, well, I've used the pack loads of layouts, and I think if you do what you did, Anne, where you fussy cut all the bits, you've got like masses of embellishments.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, how many have I showed you tonight? So I've shown you the calendar advent tree. I've shown you the that was that one. So I showed you that one there. If I layer these up now, I've shown you, I haven't had the photos onto it yet, but I've shown you the big semicircle with the stars. And if you can just see on this one, you're saying about the texture there. So popping them on foam pads and that, you see all the dimension on this one. I quite like your glittery thing. I want to go in on glittery pens.
And I want to go in and fussy cut some stars, because what I like, I want to connect some of these maybe with some layered stars in the gaps, because I've got a little bit of, I don't want it to be too fussy, but I think the stars would work.
Yeah, and then I've shared that page that I've made, which is that one of those A5 papers on either side there, a couple of border strips and clustering of elements. I have also shared the star, what I'm calling it the star page. They're all star pages with the elements there and the stitching behind on that white space. So that's 4.
Amazing.
Do you want to see another one?
Oh, yes.
Do you want to see another one?
Yeah, keep them coming, definitely. And that's beautiful.
So again, tone on tone. So this is a Vicky Bootin background. I did say to you I liked a text background.
Oh yes. So you've taken a piece of 12
so I've
by
taken
12
a 12 by 12 background paper from Christmas Collections, because nobody's just buying mine. They're already bought Vicky's because she's amazing.
Yeah,
so
we mix and match.
So it's a lovely black and white with some of these splash marks already on it. And then what I've done is I've made little tone clusters again. So can we just get over this guy? Look, I love it so much.
It's just
so
cute.
So again, couple of 3 tickets. You can see one of those tab pieces there. We've got a nice scallop, got a title piece off that front page layered over, and even putting words on top of words. It's quite subtle because it's white and white. It's quite subtle doing that. Pop your little gingerbread man on there. Then I've got memories cut out in the blue, coming over to the blue elements again. Ticket. That's one of the parcels. Now you said, remember I said I'd only use parcels number 1 to 24 on the advent. Oh, yes. This is one of the numbered pieces, but because I've layered over the top of it, I've just covered the number up.
Excellent.
And then got the bow that's cut out. I love this bow. This bow comes into the next collection as well as an element for the months as well. I think the bobble hat might be in the next collection in one of the winter pages as well.
Love it.
If you like something you like, no point breaking it. Again, you see the background piece here? That's one of those file tabs that's been used just as to hold these pieces together, and the space there for the solid colour and some white card used there ready to hold a photo. And then coming up to the last cluster up here where I've done the mustard yellow. Again, 3 of those tickets layered, one of the stockings fussy cut out, a couple of the sentiments. Again, you can just about see it, but if I zoom in, it's another one of those tab pieces. You see?
Oh yes, yeah. But layered up. I just think the layering is just beautiful.
Yes, you just get the white stars, but it's no outline to it. It just subtly blends in there into those elements. And again, another title. So tinsel time to go, yellow title to go with the yellow section. Then I've got memories to go with the blue section, and then our Christmas to go with the pink and burgundy. So I've got space there for a couple of layouts. Again, haven't photographed this one, so you guys have seen it first. Nobody else has seen it yet.
Twilight exclusive.
Twilight exclusive.
A couple of questions on here. Kate is asking if there's any chance of stickers instead of having to fussy cut.
Ooh.
And Alison has asked where you'll be posting all of these gorgeous layouts. Well, I'm hoping that Anne will post them on our Twilight Crafts.
I will post some in Twilight Crafts. So most of them I'll take photos of. So if you follow Alchemy Hearts on Instagram, we've also got a Facebook page as well. We will be posting items on there. I think some of them are on there, but not all of them, because as I mentioned earlier, I've been going out in the dark and coming home in the dark, so I haven't had a chance to photograph.
And we'll make sure, Anne, when you post, we can tag you in. So
I'll also tag, if I can tag Alchemy Hearts, if people are looking for Alchemy Hearts, they can go on Twilight, search Alchemy Hearts, and then hopefully the layouts will come up, or search me on there as well. But yeah, we'll share all the layouts that I've already done. I'll share on there. Going back to the other question about stickers, can we have stickers done? Yes, but they're going to be more expensive. That's the thing, because getting the stickers done, if we get them printed with a kiss cut, so you can then just peel them off, we'll definitely be able to include those on. What we've got to do is we've got to find somebody that will print them where the colour of the sticker printing comes out the same as the colour of the pattern paper, so that they
can. Complicated, isn't it? The process of,
because getting a printer, and a really good printer that will print you A4 and A5 papers, is one thing, because they print A4 flyers all the time, and you just choose your thickness and your type of cardstock. But for stickers, not everybody does that. Not everybody does the kiss cut. And they're going to have to set the machine up unique each time. Whereas printing stuff off and cutting it out to A4, machines can be programmed for that really, really easily. Whereas if I was to create one of our pattern papers, let me give an example of one. Where's the one with the tabs on it? Oh, any of the papers, really. I've lost my paper. Where has that gone? Here you go. This one. So if we were to get that done as stickers, they're going to have to digitally program the machine to cut this out. And that takes time, and they charge you for that. So, yes, we can do it. But it will cost more.
Anne, what happens is, I'm guessing the sticker printer would be different to your paper printer, and their colour tones might not always quite match, as you said. It's a really complicated process, designing and manufacturing this wonderful stuff.
That's probably why not everyone does it. But the other thing as well, we've all used stickers before from top manufacturers, where when you peel them off, the border around it's not even. I can't stand that.
No.
Oh, I've used some of Vicky Boutin's lovely stickers, and they were wonky on the white.
Yeah, and then I end up having to cut it to make it even. I'm not great at doing that. So I cut it up.
Yeah. And sometimes on my white ephemera, I sometimes cut on my normal ephemera, cut all the white bits off.
Yeah. So it's
sometimes
definitely
you want a white border, and sometimes you don't want a white border.
Yeah. It's definitely something we're looking into, and I fully appreciate that this collection that we've released this time, the December one, has got a lot of fussy cutting in it to make the most of that. But I'm also trying to make it so that it's quite frugal for scrapbookers,
and versatile.
And versatile, and that you get lots of options in there. But I've just shared 6 layouts that I've made, and I've only used one 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper, which is the background on this one. The others I've just used white cardstock, and as you guys are both using your ink and your
just
spark.
White cardstock, and then I'm just adding here just some enamel dots. So this was our little
stars.
This was our little table gift at our 12-hour Christmas crop. Oh, Debbie's adding stars too.
Yeah, I've got stars all over my tree.
Great minds.
Love it. Where's the photo going on your thing? Do you know yet?
Sorry?
Where's the photo going to go on yours?
It's going to go here.
Beautiful. Don't hide that little gingerbread man.
Yeah.
No covering him up.
Oh no, it'll be tucking behind. I'll make sure it's suitable size.
Oh, it's been amazing, and this collection is just absolutely stunning. And I think what I've taken from all the layouts you've shared is how much you can do with it. Like I've now got lots of ideas for what I'm going to do next, and it's all about I'm taking away tone on tone, layering. and all those different elements that you've shown us. I just think it's beautiful.
Separating the colours out as well, so the tone on tone is good. So if you cut all of the elements out and then you put all your pink tickets in one pile, and then you add a pink sentiment, and then you add a pink scallop, and then you go ooh, and then you've got a thing, you make like a little cluster. And you can take, if I just pan back out to this, the one here, so if you take that blue element there, you can do something like that, and just put it in the middle of a white cardstock background. Flick a bit of ink and have a completely different page. Uses the same concept. All of these little cluster bits here, I made them separately. And I made them a while ago. And people were walking past. I was at a retreat. People walking past going, ooh, what are you going to do with that? And I'm like, don't know yet. And they're like, but you're just sticking all the things together. Yeah, you're just sticking all the things together. You haven't actually made anything with it. And I'm like, but I will. And they're like, but do you not know what you're doing? And I went, not yet. I just literally love layering the bits and pieces. And like my friends would be like, no, a tone on tone layout from Anne. What a surprise. And if it's a tone on tone and a grid, full house. Top marks. Anne. I love it. 5 layouts and obviously the December journal. And that's out of 2 packs that are $14.95 off the top of my head each. So I spent £30. I've added one 12 by 12 background, some white cardstock, and I currently have 5 layouts of December Daily Project, but I have loads, and I mean loads, left. I've still got, and I'm very conscious that I haven't actually made anything tonight because I've done all the chatting, but I will be.
Because great, Anne, because you've given us lots of inspiration.
But I've cut all of these out. Somebody saw there was a sketch the other day with lots of layered tags. I can't remember where I saw it now. There's so many Christmassy events and things. It might be in the Winter Scrap Squad or something like that. I don't know, but I've seen a sketch that's got lots of tags in it. So I'm like, right, I'm just going to do something with all the tags. That'll be great. That's what I'm going to do. That. So when I've done that page, I will share that on the group as well.
I love it. Thank you for all the inspiration, Anne. So yeah, as you said, we've got both the index and the pattern paper packs on the website. And exciting to hear a lot of your stock has already gone, Anne. And once it's gone, because that drives on the next. That drives on your next collection, your next design. It's wonderful, and we love supporting small UK businesses like us, which is absolutely brilliant, Anne. So it's been wonderful to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, and I'm sorry about the roving moving camera. I'm asking Santa for the gadget that Debbie and Faye are using that makes to do this better.
We will show you, Anne. But what I've loved, you've been able to zoom in really close and show us the detail, which has been perfect. Look at that, close up, extreme close up. Oh, thank you, Anne, and wishing you a Merry Christmas. And we've got another few more days of the Christmas Cyber Crop running. And thank you, Anne. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Wishing everyone well, and a Merry Christmas for those that are celebrating it, and Happy December for those that aren't.
Thanks, Anne.
Bye.